Test. Yo, what's going on, Dragon? Give me 1 second. Alright, just getting everything else situated. Alright, got my beer. A lot of the other stuff loaded up. So, a little announcement that I've been kind of putting off. I've been putting off for a reason, and it's a very serious topic. I'm going to go ahead real quick and turn this down for a second. I'm going to make it a little bit quieter. So, you're also drinking? Nice. But real quick, I want to go ahead and get into something that is a bit serious, but I do think I need to talk about it. So I announced on my Discord server that I am retiring some emotes because the person who made it ended up doing some... Hang on, let me put myself online because I forgot to do that so people actually see that I'm online and streaming. So the person who made my emotes, a lot of them are ones I have now, in a couple weeks, they are going to be retired and completely replaced. I haven't really talked about it. I didn't really want to go into details, but I do think it is important because it's going to affect how my server runs entirely. So, the person who made my emotes, I'm not going to mention their name, and I've said it before, and I'm not going to bring her up anymore because I think it's good that I remove her association entirely. She did, unfortunately, knowingly send nudes and have e-sex with a minor. She knew about this, she admitted it, and I was absolutely disgusted because she was a friend of mine. I trusted her. I literally paid her to make the emotes. I thought her art was amazing, and I don't want that shit associated with my channel. I'm also a bit upset because the server that I'm in, the moderators, they have a soft spot for her, despite making some of the most disgusting acts possible known to mankind. But his response to it all, when I made the request, because he did not, to say he dropped the ball on it is an understatement. So, after the shit, he makes a post in the high priority part of that channel. And he doesn't change the rules. Instead, all he does is just restate the same rules as possible, which I think is not an appropriate response. I really do think he should have done more, and he chose to kind of just shrug it all off. He also ended up deleting all the evidence of the drama that happened to begin with, which I also think is very shitty on his end. I made the request that the server should be 18 or older, right? 18 plus. And the reason for this is because, one, everyone in this group chat, the server that I'm talking about with him in it, everyone there is above the age of 18. And I said there's no reason to have it around. On top of that, the server does feature some not safe for work material, and I don't think any minor should be in a server that features that type of stuff to begin with. Now, you do need a specific role to view that stuff, but in general, there's no reason a minor should be in the same server with people who are adults, some of which are like, I genuinely believe should not be around minors, right? On top of that, the server features not safe for work material. Like, it's just a bad idea. At least I think anyone would agree with that. And his response, which I think is so chicken shit, which is, we have these rules. It wasn't intended to be 18 plus in general since its creation. We decided to follow the intention of a creator to do so, and if it's judged that we should just delete all the not safe for work instead of making the server 18 plus. And some of us have siblings. That is the most, first off, there's no reason this should be allowed to begin with. And he says, and in my case, if I'm too old to work in children care, in your opinion, judge me, but I won't listen. Which, first off, social media and talking to minors versus having a job where you're involved with minors, like, let's say, a teacher. Now, I should point out, he's a janitor that works at a school. So, like, he's around minors, but occupations and social media are two different things. And I said, like, hey, I never said that, and I'm not judging for you, but also occupation versus social media, that's very different. I don't understand what your job has anything to do with this, because, you know, I feel like jobs and occupations are two different things. And he said, well, it has something to do with us. Well, some of us here are way too old to be speaking to minors. Yes, on social media, which is what I responded with. And I should point out, this man is literally double my age, over double my age, and I'm 25 years old. The fact that he is actually going out and finding excuses to talk to minors, that is alarming, especially because his job involves being around minors. That is not appropriate. He then says, okay, so if I tell a minor on social media that I should leave a group on Facebook, should I just stop? And I'm like, well, first off, you should not be talking to a minor on social media. I don't know why you're doing that. And he mentioned Facebook specifically, not just social media, not Discord, Facebook in particular, which tells me he is probably talking to minors on some group chat on Facebook. The fact that he mentioned that, he wasn't... It's disgusting. And he says, oh, and also what you told me applies to you too. I can't verify that you're 21 or older or 18 plus. Which is an even more chicken shit response and is even worse. This gives me vibes. So there was a time on Roblox. I want to make this clear. There was a time on Roblox where a man who made a bunch of Sonic games on Roblox ended up luring a child all the way across the country to her place, or to his place, I should say, all the way across the country. And Roblox's response, like, a bunch of people said, you need to take down his stuff because he's clearly a dangerous individual. But he ended up saying, that, like, well, the Roblox developers ended up saying that, well, even if we were to take down his shit, that he could just re-upload. I think this is just, again, and he says, so please, in combination, he just responded to me. So please, in combination with our rule server, please contact your server profile to friendly minors. There is a point where it's clearly not meant for minors. What? Correct my server profile to be friendly to minors. No! I should not be talking to minors. None of us should be talking to minors. I'm not correcting my server profile to be friendly to minors. Abso-fucking-lutely not. This behavior should not be allowed. You really dropped the ball. You don't care about the safety of minors. You think it's okay for people like... This is actually just disgusting. This is so disgusting. And second off, where am I saying I'm not friendly to minors? Let me actually look here. I don't see where he's getting that from. And I think, yes, it is disgusting. He should not be allowing this. He should not be making up excuses. That is disgusting. No, don't allow that shit. You shouldn't be talking to minors to begin with. And the fact that you're telling me, he is telling me that I need to be... Oh, that is disgusting. No, there's a reason I blocked him, because this is disgusting. That behavior is disgusting. That should not be allowed. And I don't know what he's talking about, where my server is not being friendly to minors, my server profile. Because I'm actually checking it right now. There's not a single place where I'm saying that I'm not being friendly to minors. Not a single place. He should not be talking, he should not be allowing that type of behavior. He should not be... That is disgusting. Second off, where in my server profile does it say I'm not... Where in my server profile? I'm confused. I don't understand what he's talking about. And second off, the fact that he's making up excuses. That is disgusting. As far as I'm concerned, my server profile has nothing to say that I am being unfriendly. I'm actually looking at it right now. There's not a single point. Not one. He's just making up excuses. That's absolutely disgusting. This just... We're moving on to the game. This is absolutely pathetic behavior on his end. This should not be allowed. This should not be excused. You should not be making excuses for this type of behavior. The fact that he thinks it's okay is not... That's absolutely insane. Let's just get back to base building. So right now at the moment I am working on... Oh yeah, one other thing. We can actually close out of this, and then I'm going to go into my Minecraft playlist. We're going to go ahead and... Let's do this one. How is audio sounding? Audio could be, well, slightly louder. Right, I don't know what he's talking about. He's saying that apparently my thing is not being friendly with minors, which I'm really confused, because there's not a single part of it that says that. But also, I don't know why he thinks it's okay to allow this type of behavior. That is not okay. He is not treating it with respect. It's just a fact. He is not treating the situation with respect, and he's just shrugging it off like it's no big deal. That is not something you can just shrug off. No, that is like something you need to absolutely take seriously. It is a disgusting act, and the fact that you're not doing anything about it, and you are just making excuses to not enforce a rule, and you're just... I'm really disappointed with him, and I think his responses are pathetic. I really do. Alright, also, and if he's got a problem with that, well, you shouldn't be defending and making excuses up for pedophilia. Alright, so, I'm just gonna stop talking about that, and if he keeps messaging me, then he could honestly boot me out. I could care less, because I don't want to be in a server with predators, or people that defend predators. Absolutely not. Okay, so what I'm working on right now is I'm getting a new storage area built because those chests up there are starting to get full, and I would like to be able to store some more stuff. I don't have the roof of this area set just yet. I will in a moment. I kind of want to use a different roof material besides this. I think the walls and floors are fine. I was thinking about using some stairs like around here and then using some slabs. And then I need to add some lighting, which I was thinking the floor would probably be a good place to do some lighting. I don't have a prismarine farm yet, which I do want to get. So I'll probably just end up using glowstone. I think that's going to be the best alternative at the moment. Or what I could do. What I could end up doing, and this might be, I think I'll use torches for now. But I could use either quartz, or I was thinking maybe something like, what do you call? The andesite, and use those for slabs, and then use, because what I was thinking about doing is maybe using a light source up here. Although with the stairs, may not necessarily, yeah, I don't think, you know what, scratch that, stairs aren't going to allow it, so the lighting will be on the floor. I think that's going to be the way to do it. But I need to get some andesite first. And let's see, how much do I have? Or not andesite, diorite is what I mean. I'm going to be using diorite for it. But I need to find some diorite. Alright, let me also get this set. There we go. So we need to look for some diorites that we're going to polish. Also, there we go. Also, Alex, yes, if you want to join the server, you absolutely can. Now, Alex is allowed on the server because he's absolutely, what's going on, Alex, by the way? So, a little something to know about the server, because I've had a lot of people ask, can I join? In order for you to join the server, number one, you have to be in the Discord. Number two, you need to be able to have redeemed the point system, which is all the way down. It's a lot of points, but it's a lot of points for a reason. And the way how, what's going to end up happening also soon, as I was mentioning with the Discord server, is there's going to be an 18+ portion of my Discord server, and then there's going to be just the regular part. Now, regular part of server, everything has to be safe for work, including, like, you know, no swearing and all that. 18+, there can be servers, there can be, like, swearing and all that type of stuff, but, after the whole conniption with today, and then the, like, you know, discovery of what my artist was doing, it's just like, nah, I need to do some more. And the fact that the mods on the other server were not taking it seriously, which again just makes me so angry. So Alex, I was kind of talking earlier. The reason I'm changing my stuff is my other artist ended up doing some shit with a miner. I don't need to get into details of what, like, you know, in what way, because we've seen it all over. I broke contact with her. I completely did not want to have her associated, not even her emotes. I don't want her associated at all with my channel. And another server that I'm in, it was her server. So what's the age difference? She is like 21 or 22, and he's 16. And she knew, by the way, she knew he was 16, but she decided to keep going anyways. She knew. She admitted she knew, and she still went forward with it. Which in itself, even if it's 17 versus 18, that's still, you were still doing the act. But yeah, the part that makes me mad is the people that took over the server started making up excuses as so, because I suggested, like, hey, we should not allow minors on the server because the server that she was a part of has not safe for work content. Now, you need a specific role to get access to that server, but still, there should not be minors on that server to begin with. And the guy who, honestly, I'm kind of starting to beef with, decided, like, he was making up excuses as to why, like, it's perfectly fine for people like us to be talking to minors. Keep in mind, I'm 25, he's over double my age. He tries to say, well, I work a job around minors, and it's like, well, you're a janitor working at a school. Of course you're going to be around minors, but social media and, like, like, you know, working a job around minors are two different things. Those are not the same. And he's, like, going out saying that, like, he was just making up all the excuses on the planet to why it's perfectly fine. And he's not handling the situation with care. And that makes me mad. Well, yeah, but there's a reason why I also made it. Yeah, like, I know you're a minor. But there's a reason why I said, hey, don't DM me unless it's an emergency. And there's also a reason why I'm now making it to where, there's going to be a not safe for work, and then an 18 plus portion, and then just a regular portion. Because I want to limit that type of behavior for a reason. Because, yes, like, it's very weird. Like, I understand I can't control who comes into my server. I can't control who comes into my stream. I know a lot of them are going to be minors. But I should not be in so much contact with minors. That's why I also started putting 18 plus in my title again. Because I want to try and limit that type of interaction as much as possible. Because it is becoming an increasing problem that shouldn't be a problem to begin with. And I think it is absolutely disgusting that people are just making up excuses for that type of behavior. It should not be taken lightly. And I do think the moderators of the server that I was in are not handling it with proper care. The only reason I'm still in that server is because I am, hang on. I think he's just basically, he's not, yeah, more minors on getting on social media are becoming more of a problem. Well, it's not even just minors being on social media, it's the fact that people it's the fact that people think it's okay to be talking to minors to begin with. And he's telling me that I need to start changing my shit. But, like, he's not doing anything to actually protect anyone. He's not trying to protect anyone. And I'm not gonna, like... There is part of... Okay, there was a part of my description in the profile that I'm in that is definitely not child-friendly, but also I'm not going to be speaking to minors on his server to begin with. I don't have any reason to be speaking to minors. Plain and simple. I'm not changing that. There's, like, one part of my thing that's definitely not safe for work, but I should change... He's telling me that I need to change that to be more friendly to minors. First off, he should not be allowing minors onto the server to begin with, especially because there is not safe for work material on that server. They should not be allowed to begin with. And he... That's ridiculous. That's absolutely sad and pathetic on his end. You know what? I don't care. I'm not gonna change that. If he wants to remove me, that's fine, but we're doomed. That server is doomed to see a repeat. Plain and simple. It's doomed to repeat his errors because he's not willing to admit that it's a problem. So, you know what? Whatever happens, I'm just going to sit back and laugh at him because, well, when the same issues come up again, I'm going to be like, well, I gave you a solution. You ignored me. You instead started telling me to change. So, like, I don't understand how that's my problem. That's just insane. I really think it's insane. Alright, I need to look for diorite. I've been talking about it, but I have not actually been getting it. So I'm going to be getting diorite to decorate the downstairs. I do need to get more trees as well. So you know what? Actually, I don't know why I put up the saplings. I actually need them. I will say the other reason that he had, and I could see why for one reason only. Apparently they have some siblings on the server and they're not necessarily above the age of 18, which, okay, I get that. You want to have siblings on your server, that's one thing. But complete total strangers is different. That's a different story. And it's raining. But again, these are like exceptions to like the general rules, alright? But in general, minors should not be allowed. Now, I get if you want to have some siblings on so you can communicate, fine. But outside of that, no. There's always going to be an exception to the rule. Just like how talking to a minor because your job is to be like a teacher or you're working around minors, right? Consistently versus being on social media, that's different. That is a different scenario. All right, let me go ahead and grab the saplings. I'm going to go ahead and... You know what? Actually, where does diorite spawn? I know that... I think there are certain areas that it spawns more of, but let me check real quick. Minecraft diorites. I believe certain areas spawn it more, potentially. Underground, snowy tundra villages. Are there any biomes that spawn them in particular? Coral reefs and bedrock only. That's kind of suck. You lucky bitch. How did you find a village? I didn't find a village. In underwater ruin. Well, these don't really seem like general. So it seems like they'll just generally spawn anywhere. I did not find a village. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. Right over here. It's not too far from spawn. I thought you were talking about a new village at first. Like a snowy tundra. I thought that's what you were talking about. I found this one village. By the way, it's... Okay, you're not on the server. But it's near spawn. Or... Let's see here. Well, near spawn as in spawn's like right over here. And then I'm over here. It's also next to a Mesa Bryce biome, which is pretty cool. I love how he talks about how I put in something not safe for work. He then literally posts a link of something completely not safe for work, but then just deletes it. Are you kidding me? So he literally just posted a link. The image itself, I should point out, is not safe for work. It features in the link, not safe for work, but then he just deletes it. Like, if there was a minor in the server, they could have just seen that. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. Ain't no way. That is so hypocritical. He just posted a link. If there was a minor in the server, they would have seen that. This man can't be serious. He does not care. Studio of Art. Hello, hello. That is insane. Yep. Where I'm just... Yep, he's staying blocked. That was absolutely... That's kind of disgusting. Alright, let's see here. Diorites. I know I need to keep finding diorite. I keep getting distracted. Alright. Where can I find some diorites? I know snowy tundra villages are away, but I don't know where one is. And I think some of these caves should probably have some around me. Oh yeah, right up here. Cool. Oh, you're gonna dip in like 15 minutes because you're gonna watch Poland versus Scotland soccer. All right. You know, fun fact, I actually am part Scottish, so if I was gonna be rooting for anyone, it would be Scotland. But yes, I am part Scottish. So, a little fun fact about that. So I'm just going to get a lot of diorite because it's one of those things that when I get a lot of, I tend to want a lot of it. Like, or when I'm, you know, I tend to get a lot because then I'll start using a lot of it. It's one of those materials that once you want it, you always need a whole bunch of it. And I know there's some big Minecraft YouTubers out there, which I know it's not necessarily the best subject, but like in particular the Hermitcraft. Oh, who's the guy? But one of the guys that on the Hermitcraft hates diorite, and I don't remember his name all of a sudden. I drew a blank. Which, me personally, diorite on its own does not look bad, or does not really look that good. But I think once you polish it up, it looks really good. It's a cheaper version and a more natural looking version of quartz, in my opinion. That's why I like it a lot. Oh, fuck. And away goes my pickaxe. Alright. I don't have iron on me. I should have brought... Well, I could just make a stone pickaxe. I've got a lot of leftover cobblestone, so I might as well start using some of it. I should have brought some more iron with me. There we go. I might forget... Oh, yeah, I just started 9th grade. GG! Well, 9th grade is a big step up. I'll say that much. Also, I really can't help but tell you that make sure you do good in high school. Because I definitely wish I did better in high school when I was in. But I don't think... it really is an important part of... you know, growing up and shit. But yeah, make sure you do good in high school. Because it really can help you go a long way. I really wish I did good in high school when I was there. Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace. High school and middle school, it is absolutely a, it is a completely different beast. And, like, it sounds obvious, but once you actually get to experience it, you understand how much different it really is. And I don't think I could just stress that enough. It's also definitely a lot more difficult. And I'm not sure around other parts of the world, but at least here, high school is where it probably gets the, I don't necessarily want to say it gets harder, but like, you get to college, parts of it are easier because you're expected to be an adult. High school, there's a lot of red tape. College removes that red tape, but you have a lot of freedom, and it's kind of a test of, like, how much of a functioning adult are you really? Because in high school, they'll provide you with a lot of help. In college, you only get help if you can ask for it, and the help you can get is limited. But there's a lot of unrealistic expectations in high school versus college. I will say that much. So, the expectations you have might seem a bit ridiculous. That's just high school. Granted, it was the hardest year in school. It's honestly absolutely the hardest year in school. 9th grade is absolutely, out of all of, like, schooling, 9th grade is absolutely the hardest. just light this area up. Do I have any... I'll just use cobblestone, I guess. This area is all mined out. Oop, no, do not use that. Looks like I just got homeworks. You just got homework of a speaking exam due on the 9th. I mean, good luck, my dude. There's like I said, the expectations in high school are a lot higher. A lot of them are probably going to seem a bit unrealistic. It does get better the more and more you keep going. But it's like one of those things that it really is worth the power through. Because like I said, I wish I did good in high school. I really, really wish. Because I actually wanted to go to school for meteorology, but I didn't have the grades for any of that. So yeah, I really, really wish that I took it more seriously than I did. Granted, I probably wouldn't be doing all the streaming that I would do now, but still, I think it's just overall important for people to actually take it seriously. Let's go and get to bed real quick. Beer. You know, real quick, let me also adjust because I am drinking beer. Well, I don't think it's technically considered excessive. I'm still gonna label this down as I am drinking. I don't think it's necessarily considered excessive, but just in case, I'm gonna label that. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead now. Do I have this? Also, how is music sounding? Music could be turned down slightly, actually, now that I'm taking a look. Because this song's a bit louder, so I'm going to turn that down slightly. Maybe a little bit more. Because I want y'all to be able to hear the game, but it could probably be a little bit more. That's probably better. Maybe even just a tad bit more. There we go. There. Maybe just slightly. Okay, that should be better. Alright, so now... what I need to do now is some of this is going to be turned into stairs. I think we'll just do a stack. And then I'm just going to do one stack of the slabs. I know that's excessive, but I'm going to keep a little bit extra on me just in case. Like I said, I do need to get more wood for the chests. That is something I will be doing. We're going to dip now. See ya. Hey, enjoy the game, by the way. I'm assuming you're probably going to be rooting for Poland, so best of luck. Although, like I said, because I am part Scottish, I am kind of rooting for them more. Alright, let's do that. There we go. Nope. Yeah, we might lose because we lost this. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know too much about soccer. I'm imagining 36 is definitely a bit out of your prime, though. To say the least. Also, I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I think it's just going to be better to do it like that. Alright, so now we're going to do this. Yeah, I think we're just going to put lights on the floor, because if I were to use just regular sea lanterns on the ceiling, they would actually pop through and it would look kind of weird, and I'd say honestly kind of a bit ugly. There we go. All right, so now where did I put the crafting table? Right here. I will end up fixing up my inventory. I know it kind of looks like a mess. That will be fixed. Also, did I end up putting any chests in here out of curiosity? Because sometimes I'll store stuff in here. Looks like that's a no. I'm just kind of checking. Nope. Now, at some point, I need to get an ender chest going as well, because I don't want to keep everything in here. So I do need to get an ender chest going. I don't have an eye of ender yet, do I? Right? Let me check. I do. Oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. I think what I ended up doing... I'm just going to go and get one, I guess. But I'm going to go and do this real quick. Might as well, actually. Usually, I would not expect people to go out and steal that type of stuff. But, you know, I'm just going to go and do it now, just in case. Let's just go ahead and start filling this up. Ew, style. Skip. Now, at some point, I'm also well aware, but I need to get some shulkers. And I really want to get that done at some point. This needs to go here. And this can actually go in here. Same with this. That can go there. That can go there. There. There we go. I really want to also get Fortune 3 on this, so I can't wait to get that done as well. See, can I get a book with Fortune 3? Sharpness 3. I think my sword already has Sharpness 4 on it. And then, real quick, there was a, I think there was one of the things that I did kind of want to end up enchanting in particular, but hold on. It was either my fishing rod or my bow, but there was something I wanted to enchant. So let me grab my stuff real quick, because I don't remember which one it was. But I did have... I think it was just... no, it wasn't that. It might have been the boots that I wanted to enchant next, because it only shows... it only shows protection 3, so usually I would expect that to give me something else. So I think it was my boots that I wanted to enchant next. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is enchant the boots next. we're just gonna do that. There we go. Let's put the book away. So now what I want to do is I need to get more trees down so I can get this out. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use glowstone at the moment. But then after that, what I'll end up doing is, yeah, I think the way I'll do the glowstone is it's just going to be like from here to, yeah. From here to here, I think is the way how I'm going to do it. Right? So I will get a, the Guardian farm going so I can actually start farming out all the prismatic shards and stuff like that. I'm not going to be doing that this stream, but that is something I plan to do at some point. But I do want to get sea lanterns, and then I will replace the glowstone with the sea lanterns, so it'll look a little bit nicer. So let me put away the fishing rod because I'm not going to be using it. Keep the birch saplings, keep the bow, keep the chest on me. I'm thinking for a second because if whether or not this should be considered, like I should put this all in a diorite chest, that probably would be a good way to go. Because it is taking up a lot of storage. I think I'm going to do that. So anything involving diorites, polished diorites, just diorite in general. So we're going to make a diorite. That's how you spell it, right? Just make sure. Yeah. But I'm just going to do that. I think that's probably just going to be the better thing to do. So I'll keep like one stack at least here so I can have it readily available if need be. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make one more stack of this. Because I kind of want to have a little bit extra just in case. You know what? I'm also going to do the same thing with the 5 here. There we go. So now we just have a little bit more of everything in case I ever do need it. There we go. First time watching anything about this world. So this is my server. Which, yes, I did kind of make some rules on how to join the server. I did do all of that. Little FYI. And I'm also kind of just checking some things. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to limit it to actually just 3 stacks and the chest up here. Because there is still quite a lot of few things. Can't believe I said that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just going to do that. Because it is starting to get a bit excessive. I'm going to go and remove that real quick. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got to remove that. I'll keep some slabs up here because I might want slabs at some point. Mossy cobblestone also counts. There. So that frees up some space. I now need to get a dirt chest going. Wait, I already have one. I just forgot to do that. But there we go. That frees up some space as well. So right now I'm just in the process of making a storage area. So I'm going to be going to the nether soon to get some glowstone on the floor. I'm also going to want to go out and get some quartz. Because I want to make... let's check around. I want to make some adjustments to the house and add a trim. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do. Yeah, to be 100% honest, I like making storage areas. Especially when I stylize them. In fact, real quick, I want to show you my favorite storage area that I've ever made. Because I usually don't put any effort into it. Yeah, I have quite a few worlds. I think it's this one. Let me check. I think it is this one. It is this one. I haven't been on this world in a little bit of stuff has to load up. But this is an example of something that I actually put a lot of theming into. I don't know why the frame rate on this decided to shit. It's because everything hasn't loaded in, that's why. But, like, I made it jungle themed, and I kind of themed the area out. Plus, I've never made it to where it was open like this. So, I actually kind of like this storage area a lot. I mean, it has a lot of storage, number one. But I definitely put some thought into how I want to get it done. And this is also the first time I actually... well, I haven't actually finished this, but I'm going to make this decorated. They're useful, organized too. Yes, and one of the things I want to actually start doing as well is making a storage silo. Because I think that would be fun. So you know that thing where it has the lights on the side, the redstone lamps, and then as it fills up, the light goes. So I plan on doing that. Is labeled the chest, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I just need to fill up the room with chests, and then after that, I'm getting one more layer done. So I'm going to need a lot of wood and a lot of chests. So I could start clear cutting the jungle, but I kind of want to keep some trees around for decoration purposes. So I'm kind of trying to clear out a lot of the other trees as a result. Also, I forgot to get more iron. The holiday was too hot. I'm upset that the cold is going away because, or the warmth is going away because I hate the cold. I cannot stand cold weather. I mean, also to be fair, I did grow up in the South, so there is kind of that. Yeah, I did grow up in the South, and we know heat. So, all right, let me also real quick pull the diamonds out, just so that way I can get a block of that going so we can condense some of it. Here we go. Okay, I do have some more iron on me. And the reason I have this is because I ended up, I completely forgot to bring iron with me, so I had to make a stone pickaxe to get some diorite. And also, let me go ahead and put away another stack of cobblestone. I'm going to keep some cobblestone on me, because if I need to build, left for a week on the 22nd of August to Tunisia. Going outside, even at night, hits you with a sauna type heat. Tunisia, where is that actually? Because I actually don't even know where that is. Yeah, I've never heard of Tunisia before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, I forgot I picked that up from the zombie. North Africa? You went to North Africa, dude. I mean, hey, that's further than I've been, so. I do plan to travel at some point. I just got to get stable income. Always good to keep the money in check. Well, yeah, especially when your economy is kind of declining. You kind of have to. Also, when it comes to my new position at work, I was supposed to receive training on it. I still have not received training yet, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was asking, like, hey, like, why have I not received training yet? And it feels like they're kind of leading me on, which is infuriating. So, that's also a bit of a problem. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, it's frustrating the shit out of me. Is there any other wood? I'm not be chatting as much, and my friend and I are playing Team Fortress 2. We'll have a lot of fun, my dude. Yeah, at the moment, I'm just gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be building up my base is all. Yeah, I haven't really played too much Team Fortress 2. I know there was a huge controversy at one point that Steam kind of left it in a broken state, and that some mod makers fixed it up a lot better than Valve did. I know there was that whole issue, which is just crazy to think about, but I'm not surprised. Bots and everything. Yep. That was one of the biggest things. It's in the same vein as, like, the amount of cheating that goes on inside Call of Duty. And then Activision is... I don't know if Team Fortress is doing it, but I know Activision, any single time you do anything that actually makes Call of Duty a good game and actually fun to play, they literally slap it down and send you cease and desist, which is pathetic. Because rather than actually make their game fun and playable, the moment someone actually goes out and tries to do something good for the community, because it's not Activision doing it, they take it personally. So I don't know if Valve is doing anything in that nature, but I hope they are actually, like, trying to fix it. I know GTA, for the longest time, had a serious hacking problem. They got their shit together and made it a lot more secure, but for a while, it was not safe to play multiplayer on that game. Because, like, you could play single player and your game could still get hacked, which is insane to think about. That's how vulnerable it was. And Rockstar did nothing. But yeah, Rockstar did end up getting a lot of their shit together. But did Team Fortress 2, aside from the mod, didn't Valve end up doing, like, actually trying to do something about it? Like, maybe not 100%, but didn't they end up eventually, like, try to do something about it? I don't remember. I could have remembered seeing, like, a video or hearing about it, but they did actually try to go out and make it better. They got rid of all the bots. Okay. Because I remember hearing about it, but I never looked into it because I never really got too much into Team Fortress 2 myself. I played it a little bit, but I didn't know a lot of people that did play it, and even then, I don't really have much interest to play it now anyways, so... But it's good to see that they did actually try to take action. Same with GTA, but as far as I'm concerned, the reason I just don't play... let's change this real quick. The reason I don't play Call of Duty anymore is just because they choose not to do anything about the hacking situation. They made an anti-cheat that does absolutely fuck all. They even added in a patent to Call of Duty to where if you're doing good, they will nerf you. Like, a lot of your bullets that should have hit suddenly just won't hit. And then the people who are doing poorly in the game, a lot of their bullets that shouldn't have hit will end up hitting. And it's a way to, like, try and make it more fair and balanced, in quotes. And to not discourage new players. Which absolutely makes no fucking sense. Because, I don't know, it's a game all about skill. You got rid of the skill part. Because now it's like, well, why would I want to do good at the game? Because if I do good, I'll just end up getting nerfed. And if I do terribly, I'm going to get undeserved kills. So I don't know, me personally, I think that's doing the exact opposite of encouraging new players. Because why would I want to play? put this here for now so nothing can spawn. Light level. You have an idea? I have an idea of how they could fix that too. Just get good at the game. I know it's crazy, but just get good. You're gonna put the stream on your PC? Okay, different idea. Different subject we're talking about. My idea was just get good at the game. Problem solved. Speaking of computers, I think I mentioned this a little bit ago, but unfortunately, my laptop doesn't work. It won't charge. So usually I would look over at my laptop to check some stuff on the stream. Laptop doesn't charge anymore. So I no longer have a laptop. Which I didn't really have anything too important on that laptop. But still, it just sucks that I don't have a laptop anymore. I'm planning on probably the next laptop I get, and I know a lot of people say it's a waste of money, but I do kind of want to have one, is a gaming laptop. I know it's kind of a waste, but also I like to be able to play games. I know there's like the Valve Steam Deck, right? But that's still kind of limited on what you can play. And it's like being able to play any game on the go would just be fantastic. So yeah, I do kind of want to get a gaming laptop at some point. And yes, like I said, I am kind of aware that they could be a bit of a waste. But there is, like, at least at that point, like, if I'm paying a lot of money, I mean, compare that to paying the same amount of money for a Mac that can't do nearly as much, is way more limited. Like, if you're going to spend that type of money on a laptop, you might as well just be a gaming laptop. Because you'll be able to do way more than a MacBook will ever be able to do. Yeah, I kind of want the next laptop to be a gaming laptop, because one, I'll be able to play games, but also it would be great for editing on the go, because I know my laptop's going to be powerful. It'll make a lot more stuff, it'll be a lot more capable, is what I'll say. Alright, how many chests did I put? I know I put in a lot, but I need to do some math real quick. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I need 28 double chests. Or no, just 28 chests. So, yeah. That's gonna be fun. I have so many trees I have to cut down. There we go. Oh, it didn't fall. Also, I heard a lot of people talking about the YouTube live streaming service as a whole and how much of a failure it is. It's just like, people are saying, at one point, we really thought YouTube was going to take down Twitch. I'm like, you cannot be serious if you actually think that. You have to be lying to yourself if you actually think YouTube live streaming was going to take down Twitch at all. Because YouTube is just notorious for being terrible for content creators in general. They're so... And it's just like, they're not focusing on the like they were talking about how like they're just not focusing on, you know, making a good platform or like making something that's good for content creators. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like their main focus has never been to make a good, like, you know, content creating platform. Their main focus for the longest time has literally just been advertiser friendly. Get as many advertisers as possible. They have been hyper focused on that for the longest time. They don't care. There's a reason they took away the dislike button. They don't care to make a good live streaming platform. Like, I don't know a single, like, there are some people, like, YouTube juicers that genuinely were like, yeah, fuck you, Twitch. And we're like, yeah, Juicer's gonna, or like, not Juicer, Mixer was gonna go out and beat it. And it's like, yeah, surprise, surprise, it wasn't. And then, oh, Kick is gonna go out and completely destroy Twitch. Twitch is done for. And then, surprise, surprise, because, you know, it was never designed to be a good competitor for all the other platforms. It was just a way to make a lot of money. And the only people that go to well, not Mixer anymore, but Kick, are literally just people who got banned from Twitch. So, like, when I see people being like, oh, wait, you're telling me that YouTube shit was, like, terrible from the start? It's like, how is it really not that obvious? I was, like, one of the few people that was saying, like, yeah, no, Twitch isn't going anywhere, guys. Because, no content creator is stupid enough to shunt their own, because a lot of the people that were, like, in quotes, switching over, they were only doing it for their contracts. And then the moment it left, like the moment their contracts ended, they left YouTube. Because YouTube's just a terrible platform in general for a lot of stuff. And one thing I've been saying, and I'm going to keep saying it, if Twitch actually started honing in on like video creation, not just live streaming, but video creation in general, YouTube would be in trouble. They would absolutely, YouTube would not have a chance. I know I'm doing a multi-stream and all that, but legitimately, YouTube is in more trouble than Twitch. Like, way more. Okay, this should be, let's see here, that should actually be just about everything. Actually have a couple extra chests. There we go. I need to make another axe while I'm at it. There we go. There we go. If I get one more apple, I can make another golden apple. It is in here, right? Yeah. Somewhere else, just making sure. Nope. Alright, I actually got to use a bathroom soon as well. I guess I'll just leave a chair for now. Alright, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly use a bathroom. Alcohol is a diuretic, so of course it makes me want to pee a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a quick piss. And we will be right back. Oops, that's not the one. There we go. Testing, testing. I will say it's nice having a bathroom that's even closer to you, because it makes everything so much quicker. Scooch. Ugh, fuck. I'm gonna go and do this while I'm at it. There we go. Okay, so now, also, I don't need this here anymore. So now we have a personal, and then let me go ahead and now go down, and let's start making, we're filling in the gaps. So I am going to have to find another place to put in, hang on, let me just do this, but I need to find a different place to put torches. Can I just do this? No, I can't. Okay, well, I don't want anything spawning in down here. What does this do? I just kind of want to be able to make sure. So that's a light level 0. What if I do this? So that area is still light level 0. Okay, alright, so then real quick. There. So that fixes the light level problem. That will be changed, obviously. I just need to go out and now get some quartz. So before anything, let's just put this away. I'm going to keep some cobblestone with me. But I need to go out and get some quartz now. I'm also going to go and put this away. Keep the bow, keep that. Put away the water buckets, because we won't need that when we're in the nether. It's not going to do shit. Keep the torches. Everything else I can kind of just keep. Wait, I think I might need... No, just in case. Let's get an iron pick. There. I guess we'll keep some extra iron on me as well. But I'm going to go and head over to the nether. I am going to make like a little pathway going across here as well at some point. Oh, what the hell are you doing here? What the f... Hey there. Okay, that happens. So let me go ahead and now check. I believe where I want to go, yeah, is around where the dirt is. Because I think this is where, yeah, I did this. God damn it. We're good. So yeah, I made this pathway just so that way I could make my way to the nether undisturbed. Wouldn't have to worry about gas. I know it kind of looks ugly, but it doesn't have to look pretty, to be 100% honest. It functions, and for me, that's all that matters. I'm definitely more of a guy that's like, so long as it functions, that's all that matters to me. Like, I do want it to look decent, but like, also, it's hard to make a tunnel like this look good. Well, not necessarily that, but make it look good and like... See, this is why. Closer. How did that not hit? Bullshit. So close. Oh, that was ambitious, to be honest. Ah, that was ambitious as well. Fuck you! Ah, he didn't drop it. Okay, he didn't drop one. I was hoping he would have. Damn, he didn't drop one. Oh well. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to go up here. I don't want to use my pickaxe because I don't want to ruin the duration of it. I'll just do this real quick. Of course, another one has to spawn in. That's gone. Fuck! Okay, let's just do this. Where'd he go? He was over here. Where'd the little shit go? Because there might be a gas around, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. So that way if I'm standing on something, at least it won't break. Also have to keep a close lookout. I have a bad feeling. I just have a really, really bad feeling. I don't trust this area one bit. I need a lot more quartz than that. That's one thing with quartz, is that not nearly enough of it is ever dropped. Like, I really do think quartz is one of those things that needs to drop multiple. Because I just don't think we get enough in general. Because quartz looks really good, is the thing. But it's also really expensive. And that's honestly what prevents me from, like, building with it. Because of how expensive a block it actually is. And then when some drops, your soul kind of just dies. Well, the nice thing with quartz as well is the amount of XP it gives you. Because that's also a big positive of quartz. That it's one of the best ways to get XP. Okay, I'm going to need also a lot more glowstone. So I need more glowstone. Definitely a lot more quartz. Right, so up that way, it looks like, is going to be the best place. I know I'm being a little bit silent right now, but also right now I'm kind of in that hyper-focus mode. Because I know there's a ghast right next to me. And I'm trying to get the quartz. So I'm just trying to be hyper-vigilance. Let's go ahead and light this up so nothing can spawn in. You're fine. But I would really like you to not be around here, please. Okay, let's see. Let me get my sword out and ready, because we're probably going to meet up with him soon. He's right on the other side of that wall. Okay, we've also got some glowstone right over there that's easily accessible, which is super duper awesome. And it looks like, for the most part, my line of sight would be broken if I were to go over there. At least, hopefully. So right now, my focus is definitely over there. I'm going to try to keep my eyes out over there. Either that or he's right above me. So he's either... He might be just right above me. Oh, no, he's not. He's right there. Okay. So right now the pucker factor is on. Scared me for a split second. Okay, can I actually mine this too? It looks like I can. Looks solid beneath me. Okay. Good, good. That way I can actually start going out and enchanting some more of my armor as well. At some point I want to get Fortune 3 for my diamond pick as well. Because it doesn't have Fortune, so I didn't end up... well, it doesn't have Fortune 3, but I would rather save up my pickaxe and get Fortune 3 with it before I start using it up. Because then I'd have to make another diamond pickaxe or end up having to keep repairing it. So I want to use it when it's at its absolute best. I believe it has efficiency 5 on it, which is also really nice. There we go. How much do I have? Not nearly enough is the answer. Yeah, like I said, quartz is a very expensive material, and I really wish it wasn't. Because I don't like using quartz, of how it's just so incredibly expensive. I just wish we would get multiple without the need of, like, fortune, I should say. I'm gonna use cobblestone because I actually want to keep some of the netherrack, because I actually want to save that up to make some nether bricks and stuff. Plus, if a gas spawns over here, I have a stairwell up. Which, hearing that there is a gas nearby, is very possible. That just makes me so nervous. Because I know for a fact there's a gas somewhere around here. Lurking his big fat ass around me somewhere. I really need to fix up my inventory, but I'll do that in a bit. Please don't drop into the lava. There's also a weird bug. I don't know if it's just with Minecraft in general or if it's the server, but there are times where I'll literally, like, not ever fall, like, more than 4 blocks, and then out of nowhere I die, and it's because like I fell from a high place. And it just keeps like I would literally just be walking, right? I would never like once take a bit of damage. Like I would literally go down a flight of stairs, and then for whatever reason the game would like kill me like 10, 15, 20 minutes later after doing something like that, and I would die from a high place. So the game just for whatever reason thinks that I was taking a fall instead of just going downstairs. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen to me here, especially around lava. Like, if it's going to happen anywhere, at least do it out in the open where I can just grab my stuff. At least that's the hope. So that's why also the pucker factor for me is a bit high, because that bug does exist in the game. And I have no idea if I'm going to end up getting killed as a result from it. It is a super annoying bug in the game. Or it could be with a Shockbite server in general. Again, I'm not 100% sure if it's just Minecraft in general, or if it's the Shockbite servers. I'm not sure. It might be the Shockbite servers, because I never experienced this with the turnoffs. So it might be, or it could be, because I am using a paper/spigot server. So it could be that. Or it is a paper server, not spigot. Because I think the other, when I was using some stuff, I think it was a spigot server. But this is a paper. It might even, yeah, like I said, it could just be a bug with spigot. Or not spigot, paper. Like, that's also a possibility. Also, this should go right here. There we go. And I'm hearing that ghast. He's right over there, and that's going to be a bit problematic because I need to kind of climb up. Alright. And some of the closest quartz is like right here at the edge. Well, at the very least, I can mine the quartz right here. And even if I see him, I can run away from the edge. And, like, closer to around here. Okay, I'm also going to have to start using some netherrack as well. I would like to save it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the base out of netherrack, right? And then the last two will be that. There we go. And luckily for me, it looks like some of this netherrack should block some of a line of sight. So if a ghast does end up seeing me, I could use some of it to my advantage. Note how I said some. There we go. So this is a part that's going to get dangerous, because the ghast could show his face at any given moment. So I'm going to try to get low. There we go. I'm just going to do this. That way my chances should be minimal, but not zero. Okay. A little bit stressed out. Okay. Oh boy. He might be just around that corner, unfortunately. Looks like he might just be. The pucker factor is really... Okay, gold. I wouldn't necessarily mind it if the bug with Minecraft didn't exist where I would just randomly die going up and down. Also, I don't really have diamond armor that's fully enchanted yet. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to... I want to also try to avoid conflicts, but I'm gonna have to get rid of him. He's gonna be a problem. Alright, just get rid of the problem before it's a problem. Alright, where is more glowstone? Ideally, I want it to be a bit more not out in the open because there are gas nearby. Actually, you know, we'll get this last stack here. Honestly, I should probably have more than enough, but I'm going to get a little bit extra just in case. Hold on. Yeah, how do I get out of here? Okay, there should be a pathway, I'm guessing, that leads over there that I made. I don't 100% remember. Oh yeah, right over here. And of course there's a ghast. Okay, let's see then. He is probably going to be a pain in the ass too, unfortunately. Yep. Alright, I'm just gonna hug this over here. Okay, so now let's just do that. There we go. I'm also gonna go and do that so nothing can accidentally walk in. Okay, so this is a good amount of quartz. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but at the very least, I did get the amount of glowstone that I need. I did get that much done. First off, can I put this in here? No, I can't. So it has to be... So number one, I'm going to need one of these anyways, but let's see. Can I do it from here? Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. So then we're just going to make as much quartz as I can then. This is not nearly enough. Wait, but I still got more quartz here. So, I mean, it's definitely better. Oh, fuck. I did it the wrong way. Fuck. But let's just go ahead. I guess while I'm at it, let's just do this. God damn it. That's a bit of a waste. Alright, well, how many do I need exactly? I need one. Okay, so I need obviously a pair of two, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need 24 pieces of glowstone. That is so frustrating because that's a lot of quartz that I mined out, and now it's just kind of gone. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, wait, I can't do that. I like having the floor like this is a thing, but that's going to be problematic. Okay, well, that kind of puts a damper on this floor plan. Because I like having some of it down like this. Well, that sucks, but... Okay, so honestly, there's not much I can do about it, so I'm just gonna go out and change it. So number one, I am gonna need more slabs. But also, number two, I am going to have to go out and, or actually, no I don't. What am I thinking? I'm retarded. I really don't. Because what I was wanting to do is just get a lot more wood. But I could just raise this up. I usually don't like to create empty spots, but I think this should actually be fine. Again, it kind of puts a damper on everything because I kind of like having some dynamic floor changes. But I will not be able to do that. I won't have an even light source. And it'll look really, really ugly, and especially on the roof, it would look ugly too. So we're just gonna raise this up. It was worth a shot. I guess what I could technically do as well, but I don't think that would be really the way to go, is I could have just, well, I was gonna say I could probably use like a slab, or like put a carpet, but I don't think that would really look the best. So I'm just gonna raise everything up, honestly. I think overall this is just going to be the easier way. Rather than make something more complicated, let's just keep it simple. Okay, but I need to go out and make... Wait, I think I should be able to do it here, right? Yeah. There we go. Not the change I wanted to make, because ideally I would like to have something lowered, but honestly, I don't want to make things more complicated than they need to be. There's just no reason. So we're just gonna keep it simple. And now we can kind of get rid of this. There we go. And there we are. So the storage room is now complete. I mean, obviously... like, obviously, it's not gonna be, like, it's not filled up completely, so it's technically not complete. But, as for building it, everything is pretty much complete. And also, just in time for night. So I need to go out and get more quartz because I was a dumbass and accidentally did not put the stuff into the stone cutter. So now I have a lot less quartz than I would want. So I need to go out and get more quartz now. And I hate having to do it. Not necessarily because of like the nether itself. It's just, it's very tedious. It's a bit, well, and especially because I could have easily not had to do this, but I was a dumbass. So that's the other part to it, is because it's a lot of work that I didn't have to do, and because I was stupid, I ended up forcing myself now needing to do it. That's where a lot of frustration comes from. I don't want to go back in, because if I end up doing it again, I'm going to be frustrated. Alright, I need more iron while I'm at it. Also, I'm just gonna go and wait to get these done. So while I'm at it, let's just go and grab it, right? Because I'm gonna need a new pickaxe soon anyways. Let me put this away. Let me go ahead now and also grab one of these, because I'm probably gonna need it. Actually, you know what? Let's grab this instead. There. I'm also kind of thinking if I want to remove this and just stick with the slab, because I'm kind of thinking about that. If I had like one extra slab, maybe. I'm kind of thinking. I think for now, they'll just be a no. Unless I have a deep sleep somewhere. No. So Cobble Deep Slate, I think, will get its own dedicated chest, because, so, what I was planning to do with storage, right, is that, like, Cobblestone would probably get its own dedicated chest as well, but the things like Diorite, I was thinking about mixing it, right, with all the other Diorite stuff, because I know I'm not going to have much of that, but I know I'm going to always have, like, a lot of Cobblestone. I'm always going to have a lot of Cobble Deep Slate, right, so I think they're going to get their dedicated chest, because I'm always just going to have a lot of that. And trying to combine stuff in with it would probably... It would just be ridiculous to do that. Because I'm going to be using so much of it, and I'm going to be getting so much of it, that it only makes sense to make sure that Cobble Deep Slate in itself just has its own dedicated chest. Because I know with all my other previous worlds, I have a lot of it, but I also end up using a lot of it. I think I probably should keep some regular netherrack as well on hand. I was about maybe putting that in the furnace, but honestly, probably not. Oh, fuck. I'm also going to go and turn these into bricks, because I probably will end up using them for bricks. One of the other things I plan to do is... I'm not sure where I'm going to do it, but I want to set up a netherwart farm in my house. I was thinking about maybe doing a separate building, but I think what I'm just going to do is just set up a place in my house to do that. Now, because of the water, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but what I was thinking about doing is making a staircase that goes down from, like, over here, right? Because this area is kind of empty space. So I can make a staircase that goes down, and then that goes into an area where I'm going to make my farm. Basically, what I'll probably end up doing as well is moving this stuff over. More than likely. So there will be some empty space here, but I could fill that in with literally anything else. Right? So that's what I'm probably actually going to end up doing. I'm not sure 100% when, because like I said, I do kind of want to finish up the house. If I have time, I could probably start that. But yeah, I do plan on... Because I got a stack of the soul sand and a little bit of another wart, which I do need to start farming a bit more of. But I want to start using this stuff. I need to get a farm set up. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just get the staircase down here. 64 area of the, like, the soul sand, right? But then after that, also, I kind of want to make it different from, like, the rest. So, like, obviously, this is our level right here. Potentially making it a different theme, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do the theme. One of the other things I thought about, and I might actually end up considering, is once I move this down here, I could make, like, an area that's like a loft. So like this area right here would be like an upstairs portion, and that's where my bed and stuff would be, right? Because now that this area is will be clear, I could put a ladder that goes up here, right? and then this area right here would be covered. So it would go like from here, and then like maybe from here as well, and it would overlook everything. I think that'd be really cool. And it would add a bit more complexity to the house as well, because right now it's kind of bare bone. So this would kind of fix some of that. Ooh, got shivers for no reason. But I think that'd be a really cool thing to add in. And like I said, it just depends when I get everything done. Also got some more bricks, which I could go ahead and start doing. There we go. There. So that also frees up some space. Right. Okay, it's time to get some more quartz. Because, unfortunately, let's wait for nighttime first. So I need to get more quartz, and then, depending on how long that takes, which it is going to most likely take some time, because, so I'm not planning to just do the outer edges. I plan to, this corner over here to add some quartz, and then this area right here, I plan to add quartz as well. So I plan to add some trims on the outside, and then this right here, I might actually end up replacing with quartz. So I plan to go on the outer perimeter, and then the inner corners, or the inner and outer corner. So that is going to have to require quite a bit of quartz, which what I might focus on doing as well is, I know what I need to do is get a better armor. I am going to plan on doing that first. I really want to see if I can get a Fortune 3. And ideally, if I could put that on like test it out with a, I guess I could just test out with a pickaxe. If I still have the stone, I don't. But I mean, I always have the iron one with me, I guess, right? But right now, the pickaxes only have efficiency 4 on them, which is not what I'm wanting. What's good? Yo, Kevin. So, a lot's been going on. I'm still trying to figure out when my new role at work begins. Because they haven't been... It's just been getting delayed. Supposedly I'm supposed to get training on it, but they haven't given it to me yet. So, the new position at work, which is supposed to pay me more and allow me to get more hours, no one seems to have any information on anything. So, I'm a bit frustrated. And no one seems to have any answers. So, I'm getting a bit frustrated. And, yeah, I am so probably considering leaving. Because, you know, if they're just going to keep delaying it, then why would I want to stick around? That's kind of what's been going on. So I've just been trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why I'm not, have any information on the new position yet. Don't blame you. Yeah. Well, and the other problem with me leaving the job is that I have, I would say, generally a good reputation, but there's no way for me to work up, and the supervisors are not telling me the things that are necessary, and they don't seem to be like, it's just, I don't know. I am considering just leaving, even though I have, like, I would say generally a good reputation. The supervisor is the reason why I'm wanting to leave really, really badly. Because I'm just being led on. Or at least it feels like I'm being led on. Like, I'm not even starting to question, like, even if the position exists. Because no one ever seems to have any answers for me. And if there's no way for me to work up, I don't want to keep doing what I don't want to increase the hours of what I'm doing now because I fucking hate the people that go in. I just hate them with a passion. So it's like, if no one's going to give me answers, then I don't want to stick around. So I'm going to be probably looking for other areas, because I really think that this should not be an issue to begin with. But I'm going to go in and ask again, which they're probably going to tell me, oh, you still didn't get it? I'm like, what's going on here? Because I was told I'd be receiving training soon. No one seems to have an answer for me. And like, that's the reason why I'm increasing my hours to begin with. Is so that way I could get a new position. That's supposed to, like, they increased my pay slightly because the new position does give you like a slightly higher pay. So it's like the position has to exist. Why else would I get a raise and no one else did? Right? And the other person that's going to be doing the position with me. So I feel like it has to exist. It has to. But why I'm not being given information on what's going on in itself is just, it makes me pissed. Like, I really want to know what the fuck's going on. And yeah, it's making me want to leave as a result. Because if a position isn't gonna, you know, like I said. I mean, it's, honestly, I can't say I'm surprised. I just can't say I'm surprised. Because like I said, I supposedly am doing really good at what I'm doing. Apparently, and this is what I was told, but I'm like one of the, if not the only person in my position that actually has accolades. Or acolytes. I think it's acolytes? Accolades? Because I'm like doing really good at my position. So it's like, I don't want to leave a job where I have that reputation, right? But also, if I'm being offered a position and you can't give me any information on it and when it's going to start, like the bare bone, because I might be doing good at the position, but I hate it. And if I'm just not given the option to like switch, even though I'm told there's an option and no one seems to be able to tell me, I'm just going to leave. Because frankly, I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing. I really don't enjoy it that much. It's not something I want to keep doing for very long. The only thing it does is just provide me with a little bit of funds. But outside of that, it's like, I want to, if I'm going to be doing something like this, right, it wants to be something, like, I want it to be something I could enjoy. So there's a few places I've been eyeballing as a result, but I have never gotten called back for any of them. But I think I'm going to explore my options and then just start applying there. Because I just don't think Sam's, in general, is just going to be a good place for me to be. I think overall it's just going to be a terrible option. But it's just a matter of finding someone that's going to be willing. And yeah, finding out which hours are going to work best. Because the other place I was looking at, I talked about it, called Moon Brew, where it's a place that serves burgers as well as beer. It's kind of a similar vibe to the Tap House. It's a little bit smaller, but I was looking at that place, and I think that like overall be a better place, because at least when I'm talking with customers, it's going to be something I'm going to be a lot more passionate for, which I feel like that in itself is probably what would make the difference. Because I don't really have a lot of a passion for all the products that I demo. Like, I can definitely bluff my way, but overall, it's just not something I feel very passionate for. Bitch! Fuck you. No! Oh, wait. Okay. And he didn't drop the tier. God damn it. Yeah, I'm just getting sick and tired of, like, babysitting and playing games, honestly. Like, I'm at the point where I'm once again, when it comes to work, I'm dreading going in. Because our supervisor, I mean, I've already talked about her, but literally no one likes her. Nobody. Like, not even the people at Sam's really like her, because she's a pain in the ass to them. So it's not just, like, us that hates her, it's like everyone hates her. In fact, one of the people that worked in bakery, I'm not even kidding, they were at Taste and Tips for a week. She literally went to bakery because the supervisor is that much of an old hag. I'm not kidding. She left because of the supervisor. And that's the exact reason why I was trying to find a job at Sam's for the longest time. And not just Taste and Tips. Because when I say no one likes her, I really do mean nobody likes her. Making employees miserable. Yeah. And then also Rowdy. Hello, hello. How are you? Y'all doing this fine afternoon? I'm doing okay. Been pretty uneventful. I do have to go into work tomorrow, and I'm not happy about it because I'm not really a fan of work. And I was supposed to get a new position, and no one seems to have any information on the new position. And that's a bit frustrating. So I've been just considering leaving. But I just wish someone would actually have something to say. And they actually had information. But I feel like I'm being led on, and I've just been frustrated as a result. I mean, some other things have been frustrating as well, but I've kind of already been over it at the beginning of a stream, and I'm kind of just not going to get into it. Because I will start ranting. So I'm just not going to do that. I just don't have the... I'm kind of just over it at this point, is the best way to put it. Alright, I need more stairs. This is still, by the way, not nearly enough. All that mining, and I probably need at least double this. Quartz. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and while I'm at it, because I do know I need to start enchanting. Let's go and just grab this out real quick, because I know I want to enchant some more of this. Let me also grab, because I want to see what's going to be the next best thing for me to enchant. So I'm just going to go ahead. Number one, I know I want to enchant my boots. I know that much. Let's see here, because that's going to give me protection 3. But there's a good chance I'll probably... okay, never mind. We'll get a new schedule. Take weeks off summer and... You're on break. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your break. I hope it's going well. Alright, let's see. Let me test out. Efficiency 4. I've already got efficiency 5. I was hoping it would say fortune. What about swords? Smite. Don't care for smites. Power 4. That's actually not too bad. Lure 3. I might... Wait, let me check. Because maybe the book will give me something. If the book doesn't show anything... We've already got knockback. Unbreaking. That's not... Usually protection 4. I might just go protection 4, honestly. Ideally, I'd like to see fortune 3 on a pickaxe, because my pickaxe doesn't have fortune 3. So it was this one, right? Diamond leggings. Alright, that's actually... So alright. You just got into middle school. The work ain't hard, but the classes feel like an igloo. They are. Just wait until high school. Someone in chat earlier is going into 9th grade, which is insane. I told him, the advice that I can give you once you start going into high school is take that shit seriously. I wish I did, and, man, I'm not satisfied where I'm at. I can tell you that for free. So I really wish I took it a lot more serious. Wait, does my sword have looting? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Okay. Well, yeah, I cannot stress you enough. Like, yeah. Doing that is really, really important. Respiration 3, that's probably going to be the next one. And just punch 2. Okay. Respiration 3 is the next. Unless it shows... Oh, that's lure 2. Okay. Tip taken, yeah. I will say high school also tends to put on a lot of, and a lot of people would say this, and I would 100% agree, but they put on a lot of unrealistic expectations, like, oh, when you get into college, they're not gonna, and it's like, most of the time, they absolutely will. They absolutely will. They will put on some expectations that just seem ridiculous, and it's because they are. You're also going to receive a lot of information. I mean, at least here for American high school. I don't know about school in other countries. But I know here, you're going to learn a lot of shit that's going to be completely useless. And I mean, I know this for a fact as well, because when I was in high school, our math teacher said, you're not going to have to use, like, probably 2% of anything we learned. But we're doing it because we're told to teach you this. But honestly, as useless as it may seem, you're American. Okay, so, yeah. You will find that a lot of the shit you're not going to learn, or a lot of shit you're going to learn, doesn't really matter too much. I will say, 2 subjects that I would really look into, or especially it's good to not take for granted, is history. Because the history that we're being taught now is getting more and more watered down. And chances are, when you graduate high school, the freshmen that come in, the shit that they're going to learn is not going to be nearly as detailed. And I know for a fact that they're not teaching you stuff, and there is definitely a bit of a bias from what you're learning. But some subjects that are always good to especially take into account is going to be civics and economics. Knowing how your government works and knowing how the economy works is so important growing up. It is, like, by far probably the most important thing. So, like, history, civics, and economics are going to be the big ones. English is good, too. Knowing how to... Because it teaches you a lot of things that you're going to want to use in the future. Like, how to write. Knowing... there's just a lot of little rules. And it kind of teaches you how to research. So, a lot of that stuff. And then, of course, science. There's no reason you should not learn about science. But yeah, math is one of those things that it's kind of useless, but you need to power through it. Because the way how they teach you how to do math, there are so many different ways, but they want you to do it a very specific way, and it sucks. Science is cool. Yeah, I actually wanted to go into school for science, and in particular meteorology. I almost made it. But I then started falling off in high school. And then I started trying taking community college, but I didn't retain a lot of the information in high school, and that kind of sucked. But I got close. I actually got close, but I had a tendency to lose momentum, and now it's just like I've realized that it's probably not going to be feasible because I just don't do good with school. I have the passion for meteorology still. I could probably, like, if you were putting me in a meteorology, like, a weather station, I could probably make my way around, but to be 100% honest... Hang on. There we go. God damn it. Nope. Yeah, it would just be better off if someone else did meteorology, because you should trust someone in that department if they have a degree. Like, I know a fair amount of meteorology, but I would still say it's better off to trust someone that actually has a degree in that field. Despite, like, you know, people being like, well, they get it wrong a lot. Well, there's a reason they tend to get it wrong a lot, because weather is just so unpredictable. And it's so much more complex. It's one of those sciences that people hear about, and they just kind of yawn. But, like, it impacts us so much every single day. And I don't think people... do I have any other... Did I... Just kind of checking. I think I would normally put leather... I don't remember if I would put leather in here. I know this goes here. I think it would normally go... Yeah, I think normally it would actually... Because I think this is nature, but regarding, like, plants and stuff. And this is, like, any other item. So, yeah, just like that. But yeah, a lot of my weather stuff, I do a lot of photography as well. I also... some of my stuff got featured on the Weather Channel. Not, like, the news channel. Like, the actual Weather Channel. Some of my stuff got featured there. And I've actually considered, like, trying to take photography a bit more seriously on the side. Because I've been looking for a lot of side stuff. Because the fact of, like, working for someone... Like, it is going to be necessary to get a job and work. I do think everyone should work also. Here's another tip. Is it's worth working for, like, a fast food place than, like, a regular sit-down restaurant and then a retail store. Because knowing what the people actually have to go through and actually being able to experience it and know how it works... You learn to respect it a lot more. And actually having the insight can be super helpful. So it's good to work in some of those positions, I think. My parents, unfortunately, got completely desensitized because when they were working those types of jobs, they got a lot more respect. It was in a much different time where the employers actually respected their employees a lot more. My sister also doesn't really have a lot of respect either because she's never had to work in a job like that before. She was so lucky that she didn't have to work in jobs like that. So she kind of has no empathy for people in those types of positions, and she thinks she understands how it works, and she just doesn't have a fucking clue. So actually work in a position like that, so you actually are able to understand, like, how it works. And another bit of advice I can especially give, I think this one's probably going to be the most important, actually, out of everything, which is respect the grind. It is just not possible for you to, like, make money and then not have to do anything. That does not exist. And if people try to tell you exist, they're trying to get something out of you. It is not possible to not put in work and reap rewards. You reap what you sow. If you sow nothing, you will reap nothing. Is getting home on Friday, having a whole Christmas break ahead. Yeah, that is something I kind of miss. Yeah, I would also say another good tip is, man, when you grow up, stuff like that doesn't really exist anymore. So definitely cherish all of that. Cherish it. Because once those feelings fade away, they don't really come back. And if they do, it's not the same way. So, like, being young, like, it's nice being able to have more freedom when you grow up. But there are certain things that you don't get back. And it is easy for me, especially for me at least, to just look back and be like, man, because I still think, like, so around the elementary school, middle school times, so that was around, like, 2012 for me, right? But the best years for me were around that 2008 to like 2012 region. Those were absolutely the best years of my life. They feel like 1 second. And as you get older, everything moves by so fast. Absolutely. They feel like 1 second. And it's only going to get faster as time goes on. So definitely sit back. Or not sit back, but like be able to take it all in. Because like I said, once it goes, it does not come back. And if it does, it just doesn't hit the same. And another thing that advice and do as I say and not as I do. I wish I took more risk in high school and wish I shot some more shots, because you don't go back to high school either. So the things you wanted to say, maybe there was a girl that you felt nervous talking to, you wanted to shoot your shot. Well, once high school's out, you'll probably never see her again. Right? If there was some dude talking shit and you really wanted to just knock him the fuck out, may not necessarily be the best idea, but if it's really raising you hell and no one's doing anything about it, don't be afraid to stand your ground. I'm not necessarily advocating for violence, but also it's just like, at the same time, you only get the one opportunity. And I just really, really wish I did a lot more of that in high school. It's hard for me to not look back and just have some form of like regret. Because there's a lot of things I wish I got to do differently. And I literally cannot go back. So you still have the chance to go back and make those decisions. So even though I never did it, like I said, do as I say, not as I do. Because these are a lot of things that you're not really gonna... They're kind of like unwritten rules, where kind of everyone just expects you to kind of just know it. But there's a lot of... I wish I could... I wish there was so much more I could say, but there's just... So much of it is also just like, I could tell you, but you kind of just have to do it for yourself as well. Because like I said, once you start getting to high school and college, the amount of hand-holding that you have now, it's going to go away significantly. People are going to expect you to know how to do it. They're going to expect you to know how to act. And overall, you're just expected to know what to do. And it happens quickly, like you said. It's always quick. No! Oh, bitch. Motherfucker. Die. Do I have a bow on me? Anyways, gonna leave the stream. I see the digital doggos for me. Digital doggos? What about digital doggos? Playing a game involving digital doggos? Well, hello, digital doggos. Alright, let me check. Oops, did not mean to push that. Let me just check one other thing. I think I am just going to leave the server. I don't want to... I just don't feel comfortable being in it anymore. But I'm at least going to send a message. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit you with the ban hammer. Let's also report you. Give me 1 second. Promoting free views. Alright, we're also just going to hit close. We're going to report them again, because it's also clearly a bot account. Bots promoting. Report. We're also going to consider it spam as well, because it is considered spam. Bots promoting free views. Alright, and now I can also just go ahead and hit block. I've noticed that the art bots have gone down, where people would be coming in and they'd be like, hey, I offer my services. Which is, again, kind of just more proof that just, these are all kind of just scams. That those people intentionally were just trying to get money out of you. Because after you keep reporting them, they suddenly just go away. So yeah, these are people just creating accounts and then going, hoping that, you know, they get a different outcome. And the thing that's sad is that they all use the same verbiage. And what's even more funny, by the way, is that a lot of the images are the same. It's just different angles. It's actually sad. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but also, it also just doesn't make any sense, like the logic. It's like, yeah, I can't go out. No one's wanting my services, so I have to go stream to stream. Like a door-to-door salesman. Because my products clearly suck that badly. And I can't find anyone that wants it. Bitch. Die. Oh. Can I get it in time? Let me around, please. Thank you. Hello. Ow. Fucker. Fucker. Okay. Guess we'll put you here. Same with you. Hey. Right over here. No. Hey, no. Yes. That's right. Using the wrong sword. That's right. One of the things I also plan on doing, it'll probably be a different stream, by the way, but I do want to go ahead and get a mob grinder going at some point. What I want to do for that, though, is I'm going to have to find an area out in the middle of the ocean, because that's usually the better way to do it. And then once I start doing that, what I can end up doing is, what I'll start doing is, just checking chat real quick. What I'll end up doing is building it over the ocean. I'm also going to build it high up, so it's going to be a lot less likely for mobs to spawn in and affect the spawn rate. Now, I do know if I do have players in on the server, that's going to affect the mob, come on over. There we go. I wish I could actually... Bitch. Let me over, please. Thank you. If it was possible to prevent the spiders from climbing up, maybe what I could do is get some slabs. And that would prevent them from climbing up. Right? Because that would be a way to go. what I'd have to do as well is if I put slabs, I'd have to put down, like, double carpet so they can actually spawn in on that. And then that would allow it to where, even if they do climb up, they're not going to go all the way up there. And I could easily, like... Yeah. I think that would be the way to go. I think that would be the way to do it. Now, I need you over here. Don't show your ass. Thank you. So right now I'm kind of just at the point where I just want to go ahead and real quick, I'm going to head up. We're just going to let everything spawn in. I'm going to use the bathroom again. So I'm going to be right back. Alright. Should be back up. Here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do this and get our boots enchanted. I'm hoping after this, what just fell? I'm hoping that after this, I'll actually be able to spawned in. I'm hoping that I can get like a Fortune 3 book or something like that. Because I really, really want to get Fortune 3. I'm getting really, really unlucky with my spawns though. And it's kind of frustrating. I might also end up experimenting with how I do these walls right over here. Because I think I'm going to have to do that. Because at the moment, it doesn't really, I don't know. Just how it's, I'm going to have to probably put some slabs, like, right along here. And then double carpet it. Because I'm having to stand out right here because the spiders love to seem to get caught there. So what I might end up doing, right, is once I put a slab there and double carpet it, what I could end up doing is then putting So what I could do is go over here, right, and allow it to where spiders could see me, they can run at me, and then I could kill them on the sides, right? And I could do like the same thing over here, is what I'm thinking about doing. And I think maybe that probably would be the way to go. And I don't think the spiders would be able to spawn in or be able to land on top of a double slab zipper right here. That's kind of a hope. Because, yeah, the fact that the spiders seem to like getting caught on these walls is a bit frustrating. And the fact that they like going to the corner right over here is also a bit annoying. Just having to consistently go out and knock them off. Ideally, I would have a different spawner other than a spider, but I have to work with what I got here. And also eventually being able to get a better bow as well. I know I kind of had the option, but right now, because I don't really use bows that much, it's not a main priority of mine. I would much rather have a fishing rod. And especially because, like, I'm right next to a jungle. So I'd be able to get better, what's it called? Better spawns with that. Or better, or higher chances for books is what I should say. Not spawns, but higher chances for treasure. And yeah, that includes books. So I'm talking about, it is super annoying. I don't even know why I have this here, right? Because all that's happening is the spiders see there's a wall, and they, even when looking at me, they tend to climb up walls a lot more. So then it's like, well, why did I put all this here then, right? They don't seem to want to make the way down. I know one of the things that could have helped is what I should have done. I don't know why I didn't do this, I guess. But I could end up redesigning this area slightly. So that way, everything kind of makes its way down into here. I might have to do it like that. Probably what I'm going to have to do is completely redesign how this, the water flows. So try that first at some point to see if it helps. Which hopefully it will. Respiration, Aqua Infinity, Unbreaking, but no protection. Damn it. But it's got a lot of the other stuff on there that I'd want. So at least there's that, but I would really like some protection. Protection 4, of course. Let me guess, the next one's going to be the Fortune 3 efficiency. Okay. So the next one I'm definitely going to go for, unless I see, I mean, Power 4 is decent. Let me check. Watch this be like Luck of a Sea 3, Unbreaking 3. Okay, no way. Okay, well, the next thing I know I want to upgrade then is going to be the book, because that's going to be protection 4, because this does not have protection on it. I really want to get some protection on it. So now I'll actually be able to have some protection, which is good. But I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap everything up, because honestly, the rest of this, it's just going to be me going out and just mining for quartz and honestly killing spiders, which isn't going to be too entertaining. So I'm just going to handle all that off stream, because I've gotten the main stuff I want done, which is I have this area built. I do, like I said, want to get more quartz at some point to put around the trims. I do plan, like I said, also adding the upstairs loft area and then making the farm down here. But that's going to take a lot of time, and frankly, I would rather get all this other stuff done first, especially since I'm going to be going into the nether shortly. So I'm going to go and disconnect now. Thank you for everyone that stopped by. And I guess the message I have at the beginning is, we're just going to go and get rid of that, I guess. But it is not okay, no matter what the guy was saying. I don't know why he thinks it's okay for people to, like, for people as old as him to be talking with minors. It is fucking weird. It is fucking creepy. And especially when something like that goes down in a server that he is now taking control of, the fact that he's not willing to take any responsibility and kind of just sweep all this stuff under the rug and thinks it's everyone else's job to prevent this from happening. Like, yes, we have a part to play, but there are ways to prevent this, and the fact that you are making up excuses to not make sure that this happens again, and it's clear that he has conflict of interest because it was one of his friends as well. Like, it wasn't just my friend, it was a friend of his as well, and that he's clearly having a soft spot and is clearly making some exceptions because of that previous bias, right? It's not cool. It is disgusting. There needs to be shit put in place. Like, at least for me, I'm planning on making a 18 plus only part of a server. I'm planning on limiting and making sure that this type of shit can't happen, because yes, I do think it's disgusting. I'm absolutely mortified that someone I used to call my friend, someone I trusted, someone I actually paid money to help make some of my emotes, ended up committing one of the most disgusting things on the planet. And it is a real problem. Like, it is not just a real problem, it's an increasing problem, and there's no reason it should be increasing. And the fact that he's making it, rather than let everyone else, you know, live their life, he thinks it's his job to make sure that, like, he's trying to rule with an iron fist, it seems like. That he would much rather have, you know, people like them exposed, thinking that, like, well, there's no way it could go wrong. The reason shit went wrong is because they were exposed, right? There's no reason, and like I said, it's one thing if it's an occupation, but he uses that as an excuse to why we should be allowed to, like, message minors in DMs, and, like, there's nothing weird about it at all. Yeah, there is, and especially when he is double my age. Mind you, I am 25 years old. He thinks it's okay to be going out on social media and being in the DMs with minors. It's not. It's weird. It's creepy. And yes, I do judge you for something like that. Now, I don't judge your occupation, because, like, when you work as a janitor over in a school, yeah, you kind of have to be around minors, but that's a different story. And allowing minors onto a server that are also, like, your family members, again, that's kind of a different story. But allowing people that you don't know, that you've never met in person, and are below the age of 18, and being in their DMs, like, that is weird. That is creepy. I stopped, like, there's a reason I started limiting the people I talk with, because a lot of them are minors, and I just, like, made the personal choice to stop talking with them because of how bad the problem is getting. It is an actual problem that should not be allowed. And the fact that people like him exist, I think it's a-okay. It's not. And I don't understand why he doesn't want to take any responsibility, or if he's just willing to swallow that, you know, for him, it's a hard pill to swallow. It shouldn't be. But I just don't feel comfortable being in that server anymore, so I'm going to be sending my message, say my piece, and then just kind of dip because I do not feel safe. Well, not necessarily safe, but I just don't want to be in a server where people like them could potentially be unsafe or be a victim of one of the most disgusting things on the planet. So I do think it is sad. I don't think he is treating a situation like this with respect. He is kind of just mulling it over like it's not that big of a deal. And I don't want to be around people like that. I already blocked him, but I am going to be giving my message, putting in my thoughts, which, by the way, he's probably just going to delete it because he deleted the other evidence of what happens, which I think is in itself kind of a red flag and shows that he doesn't really care or thinks it's that big of a deal. It really is, but the fact that he's getting rid of all the evidence and then making it seem like as if it's everyone else's responsibility, when reality is that there needs to be more than just this. And I think it's really pathetic on his end. I think he really dropped the ball. It's one of the shittiest responses I think I've seen. So that's it for me, though. I know I've been ranting on. I'm going to be at work tomorrow. They actually are not having me work on Saturday, at least at the moment. So I might be able to go live Saturday. And that's a big might because I usually don't get Saturdays off. I might even just use that time to be out in my community. So maybe out drinking. Maybe going out and having a cigar. Maybe I will. I might stream, but it won't be for long. Because, like I said, I normally don't ever get Saturdays off. So I kind of want to enjoy that to the best of my ability. But thank you for those who stopped by. I do have a Discord. You can find that in the description. If you're on Twitch watching the VOD, ! Discord. This was a multi-stream, so you can actually find me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can find my link in the description for my Twitch. And as for Twitch, ! YouTube, you can actually find my YouTube channel there as well. So, that is it for me. Thank you for those who stopped by, and I will see you all later.